Sorry. Say hi to your papa's friends.
What we got cooking up over here, boy? Some potatoes. I just put a slight amount of seasoning in the potatoes because you don't really need a lot. All flavorings in the meats that's warming up over there. If you want to know the potatoes that I get though, you could just cut them up yourself, but I like getting these southern style diced hash browns, like sliced diced potatoes. When they're unfrozen, I put them in a pan, put a little bit of seasoning. My meat is done. I just got warmed up ground beef in here. Ooh, there we are. I put some cheese in there as well. There's about 200 grams of ground beef in here, so I kind of want the same amounts for the potatoes. Okay, 200 grams of potatoes. The ground beef and the cheese and the potatoes. There we go. Okay, this is gonna be my last meal for the day. So I'm gonna add a little bit more volume. I wanna put some cottage cheese in here. Only a little bit though. Only a little bit. I only really got a little bit left. And then on top of the cottage cheese, so it doesn't look too ugly, we'll add a little bit of seasoning. There we go. Oh, that was a little too much. This whole bowl is probably about like 2 pounds. I like to eat a lot of food at night to be all full. And this will probably fill me up, and then at night I'm going to be wanting a sweet treat. Hopefully my diet soda will accommodate that fact. You can't see, but I'm in my mini fridge right now. We're going to grab a Sprite diet soda of choice. And then there's my gallon of water I have been drinking every day. We got the diet soda here, and if you see right there, we got a little mason jar here with lemons. Okay, this is the key ingredient to... Oh, let me lick my finger. This is the key ingredient to making a lovely little concoction. Just get some lemon and a lemon flavored diet soda. And then, OMG, how divine is that? Oh, there we go. That is absolutely beautiful. Look at those little bubbles coming out of that glass jar. That is absolutely divine. Between like each bite, what I like to do to keep myself fuller is take like 2 big gulps of water. Helps you, stay full. But yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this meal, and then maybe I'll get back to you guys to talk about a lovely little topic or something. Alright, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video. So I know you guys don't like the weird webcam look. I know a few people have made comments on that, but I do enjoy it. But the topic for today's video that I want to go through is a bunch of little things. But the main one, kind of I guess, social media. So I feel like we did talk about this a little bit in my last video, or the video before that, I don't really remember. In the meantime, between my last video and this video, I've posted a few little Instagram questionnaires kind of saying, what do you guys want me to talk about, or like, Q&As. And a frequently asked question was how to start social media. And, you hear people online just saying start, or force yourself to post a video. And I agree with that completely, forcing yourself to, forcing yourself to post something is like the primary step. You need to post something. You need to have something on. You need to have something to do social media. A lot of people do not talk about the aspect, and this goes for a lot of things in life. The aspect of you are not going to get results like you think you might, and that's for me at least. I know a lot of people on social media get really lucky. They get views like that. What I would suggest if you are trying to get in the media frame, I would try to, a lot of people say pick a niche. I try to do that, but I end up posting a bunch of random stuff. So try to find something that you do enjoy though. So if you are big into baking, try to post videos that surround yourself with food, maybe health, maybe ingredients, different types of baking, trying out new desserts, stuff like that. If let's say you love cupcakes and you want to do like a baking social media thing, at least, with all those things in mind, you can make a page that is not necessarily just cupcakes. You have all these things that you can kind of, do and try out, and actually it will be fun for yourself, to do all these new things or whatever. Ever since I was in like 4th grade, I have found, making videos so fun and cool. I've had multiple channels throughout my life. They all gotten deleted. But I've made so many edits in my life. Like I used to do gaming edits. That was my main thing I used to do. 2 years ago is when I started this channel. I deleted a lot of videos that used to be on this channel, so I apologize. And that's when I kind of got into the fitness diet niche kind of thing. About 3 years ago is when I would watch like really old Lex Little, old David Lay videos, just random fitness influencers, I guess you want to call it. That's when I kind of got into that, and I would watch them, and I would take inspiration for them. And then I realized that like a lot of the stuff that they're doing is stuff that I want to do. That's kind of the primary focus that I like to do this for. And other times it's just me looking back on my life. I get a lot of nostalgia from my old videos. Like with any skill or asset in life, it kind of just comes down to stop being, lazy. With this YouTube channel, I go through these weird phases where I post multiple times a month, and then there are months like last month, like in March, when I did not post at all. I think I posted like 2 videos in March, something like that. And I keep going through these phases, and it's making me wonder, like, am I gonna ever actually stand up and do it correctly? Because I just keep I guess failing. I keep just not staying consistent with myself, and it all just comes down to me being totally lazy. It makes me wonder how you guys are too. Is there something in your life that you keep trying at it because you really enjoy it and you love doing it, and then you keep throwing it off because it's just too much, or you just run out of energy, you just don't want to do it anymore? I think a lot of people can say that they do that. A lot of people, almost everybody can say that they do that with a lot of things they do because they love doing it, and then they just get obsessed with it, and then that obsession turns into getting tired and burnt out, and then you just don't want to do it anymore. This year, the January and February of this year, 2025, have been 2 of the best months I've ever had in a long time. And I will admit to myself that in the month of March, I totally let that streak, I guess you could say, I had going on, I totally let that slip away from me. In the month of March, I did nothing. The only thing I really did for my personal brand and stuff was making like reels and TikToks that didn't even really blow up. I'm hoping to change that around. And I feel like everybody says that, but I really do want to try to make a difference and achieve the things that I want to achieve. Especially in the month of March, I definitely didn't really do good with my diet either. I'm supposed to be on this cut. I've been on this cut for about a month and I don't know, about 2 months now, I think. I've lost about 12 pounds, around 12 pounds. So not bad, but I'm not where I want to be right now. And there's a lot of things in my life that I'm not where I want to be. And, I'd be way closer to my goals that I want to achieve if I would just stand up and stop slacking around. If you're watching this video and there's something that you've been slacking off and, you're not really happy with yourself with, then take this as your quote-unquote sign to wake up, I know people like to post these motivational videos of, wake the fuck up, it's time to get going. That's not really the message I was trying to spread. I'm just trying to say that, life is just so precious, and I definitely take it for granted a lot. Because, I don't know, I feel like my memory is just so faded all the time. I kind of hallucinate and get some derealization all the time. And I kind of just space out a lot, so I tend to forget what's really going on in the present moment. There's just so much stuff that I want to do and so little time to achieve it, and instead of me, actually trying to do it, I'll just sit on my ass. There's going to be times where I will be doing that. Like any human being, we got to relax sometimes. But, I've been relaxing a little bit too much. And I feel like some of you guys can definitely say the same. For definitely the month of March. That's what happens. When that new year comes around, everybody's like, oh yeah, I'm going to kick in and kick some ass. Then January comes by, or February goes, or January goes by, you did great. February comes by, you did pretty good, and then March comes and you just totally crashed. I would like to be even more man enough to say that in April I will try to flip that around and work even harder, because I've been not working hard that much at all. Besides, like, I've been grinding out the videos on social media, been really trying to grow on there. And I'm just not putting enough attention to everything else I need to do. And if you guys need any help, I have my community that you guys can join. We always talk on there. I appreciate you guys watching the video. Make sure to go check out my gaming channel. I'll be posting on there as well. Subscribe while you're down there. Leave a little comment. Why not? So yeah.